Alright, so this is the 2020 Road King special. Let's see here. Bike without the saddlebag guard in place yet. Just to show you, that's what it looks like once it's installed. It's really nice. And in case I tip over, hopefully I can protect most of the saddlebag instead of having it crushed in. We're going to need some tools, including torque wrench, some torque driver, hex driver, and socket wrench. The first thing we want to do is remove the rear seat, and then the saddlebag itself. So to remove the rear seat, it's just this screw over here. Now I upgraded mine already. You can buy this on Amazon, eBay. It's just a 1/4 screw. Right in and holds the rear seat down. This comes right off. Next we'll remove the saddlebag. So put this there for safekeeping. The saddlebag, just open it up. Right here, just turn these. Turn these. Socket. You just have to come apart. Lift your box up. So now we can see the stock bar that's held here for the saddlebag. Next we'll remove this side panel, and there's 3 points where it's mounted into rubber grommets. Just pull this. Pull. Very simple. There. Set this aside. The next thing you want to remove based on the instruction is this torque screw, the Torx and the 2 Torx screw there, the exhaust bolts, and also up here. So for the front saddlebag support, the screw, this is a T45, and the nut behind here is a 9/16. So remove this. I'm not going to completely remove that because it will help support this. Next I'm going to remove the exhaust bolts. These are actually 1/2 inch. Faster with a lock type of flange with a screw. So we'll set these aside because we're going to reuse these. The muffler should be floating free now, so you have to be careful about that. Next, we'll remove the rear saddlebag support. Again, the first nut out here, one on the inside, is actually a T40. The one on the outside is a T45. And of course the nuts are holding it are different sizes too. The one outside is a 9/16. So to start with that, these are fairly tight. I believe they're 32 Newton-pounds, 32 foot-pounds of torque. And manual says to hold on to the bolt, so we'll do that. The inside one will switch to the T40. It's held with a 1/2 inch size nut. So first I'm going to loosen the nut. Once all the screws are off, you can just kind of wiggle it out nicely, pretty easy. We're going to have to reuse this exhaust bracket. So first let's take out this inside piece here. Just push it. Comes off. Now there's a grommet that goes around in here. You can see This rubber piece here needs to come out, and the way you do it is this side has a notch on the back, so obviously we're going to push from this side. That's what I'm doing. Push, comes right off. Yeah, separate it. Now that we have completed removing the saddlebag support completely from the frame, we'll start assembling the new pieces in. First we'll need to put this grommet back into the new piece. Remember that notch in the front like that goes to the front side. This way. It's going to go in this way. With that notch there. Push it right in. Now as you're pushing it in, you'll notice that you want to make sure it's seated correctly. With this part, you can see it's not really come up yet. We'll pull these up. Right? That side's it. That side came up correctly. This side's not yet. It's pinch under. So just gradually pull up. I don't suggest using any flat screwdrivers or anything because you can rip that rubber grommet pretty easily. Now we'll insert the mounting bracket back. About the center. I mean, we can adjust it a little later. Well, this is how it's going to be. Okay, we're ready to assemble. What I typically do is I want to assemble, at least put the two pieces together and go in as a whole. Factory gives us these one hex bolt that goes in with a lock nut. Let's put them in first. And then just screw it on. It's nice and loose. Don't tighten it. This way you kind of know exactly how things are going to go together. We use that T45 bolt. So I'm just going to loosely put that on for the rear. Just slide this through. Put the nut loosely on again. Put the nuts in so that we know the entire assembly actually works and fits together first. Pretty good so far. Remember, this is the nut. Use the new nut that's provided by the kit. So there's a point, there, and there. Okay, the order of tightening the screw is you do the back one first, and followed by this T45, the top here, and then this one. Okay, so first we're going to do the smaller screw in the back. It's supposed to be 15 to 20 foot-pounds. Probably we're just going to do 16 or 17 foot-pounds. There. For this bolt outside now, it's a T45, and the recommendation is from 30 to 37 foot-pounds, so I have this set up for 32 foot-pounds. The nut's held down with 9/16. That's good. Top one. The top one's also 30 to 37 foot-pounds. Again, I'll leave it at 32. That's it. Okay. This bolt that secures the saddle support tube together with the saddle guard is a 3/16 socket hex. So we're going to use that. We're supposed to torque it in at just 70 inch-pounds. Okay, so here's what it looks like before I put on the saddlebag. You can see that these bolts are in, they're secure now. It's nice and tight. And we forgot these 2 bolts. So let me torque those in too. These are actually 1/2 inch, and they're torqued to from 96 to 144 inch-pounds. We'll go to about 140 inch-pounds. Now that everything's in place, the next thing to do is just to put everything back together. There's a side cover. Again, there's 3 mounting points, right? 3 rubber grommets here. Slide this in here. Push it in. Nice and secure. Saddlebags on. Just have to align roughly where this bolt will go in. Just tighten it. Okay, the saddlebar guard is in. Pretty easy, fairly straightforward. I didn't have any trouble at all. Nice and in place. It doesn't look like if it goes down, it's going to hit it first. I don't know. I think anybody can install this saddlebag guard, the rear saddlebag guards. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. Next I will do windshield.